My overall impression of this clip is that it is extremely dated, but that does not mean that it is as irrelevant as Craig's white pants. I would like to believe that this video is unnecessary and does not need to be implemented in a business environment in 2015. But I understand that that is wishful thinking. Racism, classism, and sexism is alive and well on planet Earth and can be seen reflected onto every walk of life. I believe this happens every day in business the same way it happens every day outside of business. A business is only a small sample of a general population. It might not be as blatant as in the video, but it is out there. In the TED Talks video, Reza Aslan states that even though at times he felt that he might have been under attack for his race or his culture, he never felt that he was not part of this American country or culture. I find this hard to agree with. From my experiences, from the factories that I've worked in to even the Army, the open dialogues that I participated in have informed me that people of other cultures that I have interacted with, when it concerns integrating or at least interacting in American culture, they felt that they were not part of the overarching American culture and in turn held a level of resentment towards American culture, thus preferred to stay within communities and social groups that were familiar. I went on an interview Monday that lasted 5 hours and involved 4 interviews for a distribution center position supervisor. Each person I interviewed with was of a different race. I don't know if this was on purpose or was just random, but they definitely were looking to see if their ethnicity was going to get some kind of reaction out of me. So I do believe that this does happen a lot in business, to the point that it is something that they overtly look for within the interview process. If I was Craig, I would have informed the interviewee that this is a multicultural company and its cross-cultural values is what makes this company strong. And if it makes him uncomfortable to work in an environment like this, he should consider working elsewhere. I strongly believe that the harmony of the workplace is important to the happiness and productivity of the workplace. I have worked with people in the Army who were disruptive to the team and the mission because of their cultural and ethnic hang-ups. It affects the whole team, and it is something that I do not tolerate on any level. In my opinion, the ethical concern is whether the interviewee should even be considered to be hired. Craig introduced him to 2 different people, and he had an adverse reaction to both of them. He showed massive levels of uncouthness when pertaining to the handicapped employee. If that many incidents happen within a short time frame, it shows that there's a deep-rooted character flaw within the individual, which not only can be disruptive to production, but it can result in a lawsuit as well. It's just not worth the risk. It would not be fair to subject the existing employees to this person's attitude, hoping that he might fix himself before any real damage is done to the organizational environment. The attribute from the loudest duck that can be seen in the video is getting outside of your comfort zone. The interviewee obviously has had little to no experience in going outside of his comfort zone. You could say that this might actually be his only problem. His uncomfortableness creates a barrier to communication. As the loudest duck states, at some point employees have to take it upon themselves to get out of their comfort zones and learn to adjust to a company's style. This is something that the interviewee definitely has to get across and understand completely. By not learning to go outside of his comfort zone, the interviewee is limiting his opportunities both economically and socially, allowing little room for growth.